In Monster Hunter Wilds, after you hit rank 15 and you end the first 2 chapters, the grind really kicks in. You do not see many new monsters at this point for a while, and you need to claw your way into level 40 to get to the true end game. And that's a lot of monster, but you gotta eat. What you mean you don't have to eat it? The good news is that the cutscenes are over. I guess not even Capcom could waste more of your time at this point. But how do we push into the end game the most boom boom way possible? Killing monsters. Thank you, come again. No, for real, okay? Any quest is gonna give you some hunter rank experience, okay? That's the number one thing. Anything you do will help, but that doesn't mean that every quest is the same. It is not. And you're gonna notice that you get access to a lot of optional quests. You can talk to the NPCs in town to find them. That goes from the blacksmith to the stockpile guy. Pretty much everybody has some quest for you. They are marked by this tiny yellow flower, so that flower means that it's a side quest and it will give you bonus XP when you finish it, and that's very important, okay? Even the most annoying ones are worth doing just because of the bonus XP. It is sometimes worth more than an entire level worth of XP. And you can even pick up new ones from your lobby. You go to lobby member quest and you look up, you're gonna find some of them have a flower on them. That means it's gonna give you double XP too, so you absolutely gotta do all of them that you can find. Also, if you check up your map, you can go to every individual zone, and in the map of that zone there's gonna be a yellow flower on it. That means there is a quest in there, and every town, remember you got the Guardian town, you got the weird town with all the chimes, well those towns have their quests too. You are not going to run out of quests until you hit like level 35 or something like that, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but eventually by rank 20 you are gonna finally be able to face the tempered monsters, and that's very important. Tempered monsters are like the stronger version of the same monster you already killed, but that guy, okay, those guys, they drop Artian materials. Artian are the best weapons in the game, okay? You wanna make an end game weapon, you gotta get the Artian materials, and you sometimes have to kill the same monster several times to get enough to craft a single one, because they got like 3 pieces. It's really complicated for no reason. It's a Capcom game, do not think about it. What you need to know is that you better be killing those tempered monsters right now, because you are gonna need it at some point anyway. Tempered monsters also give you access to high level armor. Let's talk about the armor for a minute, okay, because this is a little hidden. If you go to the crafting window right here, there is a hidden tab. You can open it with right bumper or you can click on it. This tab is gonna show you the new armors, and most of them are the same armor as before, but like better, because you kill like a Doshaguma, but the Doshaguma throws eyes. Totally different, okay? Totally different monster. That's what it means. There are some new ones, like for example Ratian. There are a couple new ones, and all the endgame bosses, they got their own armor, of course. But what I recommend you to do for this mid-game grind is to actually go to the low rank armor and get the armor with the set that you like, okay? For example, I am an insect glaive, I am a fast weapon, so I am using Odogaron for the extra damage. It doesn't matter, you can go for arc belt, whatever you like, and you just max it out. You upgrade it with the armor spheres and you max it out. If you watch my previous videos, you should have hoarded a bunch of them, so you should be able to max it out. It's not a big deal. By the time you get your actual armor, you're gonna have plenty of them to do it again. And once you got the drip, you can actually farm the high rank version of your armor, or one of the new ones. It will warrant an entire video to talk about all the endgame gear, but what you need to know is that if you want a full set of armor, because armor has bonuses, you are gonna have to kill a monster probably well over 6 times. It depends on your luck. However, I can tell you there is a way to get around all this progression a lot faster, maybe even slower, but easier. And that's an important caveat here. How hard are you gonna work? And that's right, we are gonna cheat! Online multiplayer gives you more rewards compared to the single player version, and you might think, okay, I'm gonna throw my SOS flare, I'm gonna get some help, and that's gonna make it easy. No, Capcom todo that, they are smart, okay? Those Japanese people, you put them in a cage and they think really hard, and they come up with ideas. Most of the time when you fire an SOS flare, they send you these worthless NPCs instead of people. I don't know why, but that's the way it works. And because Capcom, once again, those Japanese people very smart, if you stop attacking the monster, the NPCs are gonna not do anything. Nice try, Capcom, but get this. If you join a quest with people that are almost done killing the monster, like the monster is almost dead, you still get the same rewards as long as you show up in time for the monster to die with you in it. So, if you join lobbies that are about to kill the monster, you can progress through the entire storyline at blistering speed by doing absolutely nothing. Check it out, we're gonna go to the lobby member quest and we're gonna choose a quest that is not at the top. The quests lower down have been going on for longer. And you wanna choose a quest that has 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4, something that has already people in it, because that is also an indication that the quest is almost done. We go in, we mount our sacred, we hit D-pad up, and so that way the sacred is gonna walk automatically to the monster, and we just do more or less this. Of course you want to help him out when you get to the monster, but you do not have to. Say hypothetically you were to join a lobby that almost killed the monster and you just stay there and then you get there and you don't do much. There is a 2-minute inactivity timer in the game, so that means as long as you hit the monster every 2 minutes, you are not gonna get kicked out. Are people gonna be happy? Well, probably not. Probably not. I wouldn't recommend you to do absolutely nothing when other people work really hard to pay for you, like what are you, Greece? But hey, free XP is free XP. And if you absolutely have to hit rank 40 today, I mean, you can like just go on an 8-hour bender of just AFKing. That's what most people are gonna do as soon as they figure out the system. I would be very scared in the following weeks because at some point Capcom is gonna have to do something about it. It's been happening more and more and more. They are probably just gonna give you no rewards unless you do a certain amount of damage or something like that. That's probably it. Another trick, very important trick in this situation, if you cannot find any quest with the yellow flower on your lobby, what you need to do is you need to talk to the Persian lady and the Persian lady changes your lobby. You just go to a different lobby because sometimes the lobby doesn't have enough people or is full of low level people or whatever. You just change the lobby again until you can get in a lobby full of people so you can get yellow flower quests. Also, this allows you to repeat a monster over and over if you want to get a certain material, because once again you gotta kill a monster 6 times to get your stupid armor set. You might as well repeat it now when you get XP from it. Every 5 levels or so, you are gonna get a quest in the main storyline and you have to do it because they cap your level, okay? You are not gonna go over a certain level until you are done with that quest, so you are forced to do it. It's fine, you get XP from it anyway, it's not a bad thing, but you have to do it. In the case of your weapon, as soon as you get a blue sharpness weapon, you can consider yourself done. You are not done, but the big power spike that you gotta worry about, that's it. You are not gonna hit any power spikes, major power spikes, in a long time. Level 30 plus. Also, I would not invest in secondary weapons at all. The only reason to get a secondary weapon is for the endgame because you can take advantage of the decorations and some weapons get special bonuses, but that's not for you, not right now. Don't worry about it, just get your main weapon upgraded as much as you can and then get your work on your armor. Speaking of decorations are something you get passively while you quest, and that's great because decorations give you bonuses. What you need to know for leveling, for grinding XP, you need affinity. Affinity is one of the best decorations you can get. It is critical strike basically. You also need something like antidote. Antidote is pretty cool. Anything that preserves sharpness, amazing, very important, especially at level 20 when you just get your blue sharpness, because it takes a while. Like the first blue weapon you get, it has a tiny teeny blue edge and everything else is green and crappy, so get sharpness, preservation, decorations. The higher the level of your gear, the more decorations you can put on it. Also, do not forget to upgrade your charm and do not forget to equip your cloak, your cape. You're gonna get different mantles depending on how you progress through the quest. Rocksteady mantle is a pretty good one, but you can take whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you got one, you are winning. When it comes to the charms, for leveling, the best charm you can get is Part Breaker for 3 reasons. Of course, Part Breaker, you break parts. If you break a part, you get more items from the monster, so very good for grinding. Second, you do more part damage, and that means you get more wounds, and when you get more wounds, every weapon benefits from breaking a wound in some way, like you get a resource on your bar, or you get more damage, or whatever. That's really useful. And third, you do more damage. Like, who is gonna not take extra damage? Are you stupid? As a general rule, you wanna prioritize the boom boom over defense almost every time at this point, because honestly, from level 20 to level 40, monsters have very little chance to kill you. They are not very hard compared to like some of the progression. This game overall is pretty easy compared to the previous games, honestly. Knockback resistance is pretty useful, that's for sure, but defense is not as useful as it used to be. Of course, it doesn't get in the way. If you can get it, you might as well, but yeah. That's the game plan in a nutshell, okay? You wanna level as fast as possible to go to the lobby, you wanna join optional quests with the yellow flower, and you wanna try to go to the ones that are almost done, and then you hunt the monster over and over and over again, and then you get your armor. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.